everybody, I'm Stephanie Roberts. Welcome to my home. Happy New Year. You know, the new year is kind of that time where we try to start on the right foot and set our priorities, maybe make some resolutions on things we would like to do. What I really like is that there are so many great products that can help us feel better as moms, as dads, as family members, and really get a great start to the new year. So as we start to prioritize self-care and stock up on everyday essentials, I have some awesome products that I'm excited to share with you today. Some of them are fitness, some of them are organization, some of them are beauty, but they're all going to help us get off on the right start to health and wellness through the new year. And it can really help us stick to our resolutions too. So one important resolution of mine is actually trying to feel good about the companies that I purchase products from. So I'm really excited to share some products from Opella. They are sponsoring this stream, so thank you to them. Now, you are going to recognize these brand names. They are safe and trusted. But I have learned something really cool about Opella North America that I can't wait to explain to you. So they are the first large pure consumer healthcare company to become a B Corp. And I know you're like, okay, what is a B Corp? A B Corp is actually a rigorous certification that recognizes these brands' dedications to essentially doing things the right way, creating a healthier society and a healthier planet. Because you know, we buy things, but we don't really understand all that went into making them, and it really impacts the world around us. So sometimes I feel like, well, what can I really do to make a difference in this whole big world? This is something we can do. We can buy products from companies that are really making an effort to do things the right way. Getting this B Corp certification is a huge accomplishment. It is one of the most well-respected and difficult certifications to get. So I'm excited that some of these products that we're going to talk about today, like Icy Hot, Dulcolax, and Unistorm, are going to be part of that B Corp certification. So that is coming up. First, again, we are live. Welcome to my home. Ask lots of questions. I promise this isn't just clutter I didn't put away, although if you saw the other direction, there's tons of clutter. I have 5 kids. I just sent some back to college. Some are still here, and nobody knows how to put anything away. So I'm all about products. I'm all about sanity. I'm all about fitness. And again, we are live in the chat. If you have any questions about anything we're going to talk about, shout out some questions. I love to know who's out there. I'm in Tampa, Florida. I'm wearing a cozy sweater because, believe it or not, even for Florida, it is pretty chilly here. So let's start first with some fitness. I know most of us have made a resolution to at least move our bodies more in the new year. So honestly, I'm a busy working mom. I'm not good at going to the gym. I do enjoy walking as long as a good, cute dog is involved, but I'm trying to set up my home space so that I move more and can keep my resolutions in the new year. So let's start with the yoga mat. At first I thought, I'll be honest, I don't do yoga, but I'm trying to work more in my core. I like to plank. I like to lay down and use, you know, light weights. If I lay down on the carpet, I notice I need to vacuum. So here's my thought. I got a good yoga mat. This one's even carryable if I do decide to go out and go to a class. If I lay on a yoga mat, I won't notice that I need to vacuum, and then I won't get distracted and do something other than work out. Setting the stage is such a great way to do better on your fitness journey. So I put this one in the carousel. All the products we're going to talk about are in the carousel. This one is just a 1/4 inch thick, so it's not a big commitment to having something that you have to store. You can see that it rolls up. It comes with a carry bag or a carry rope if you are going to take it out and about. It is non-stick and grippy, which means when I put it down on this side, it's going to stay put. I tend to work out on the carpet. It's obviously a little more comfortable. And then on this side, it kind of grips me so that if I'm planking, I'm not slipping around. If I'm doing crunches, my feet stay in place. So it's just one of those little things, but I think if we think about the little things that set the stage for us to do better in the new year, it makes things easier. Weighs 2 pounds, couldn't be easier. 9 colors if you want to make it part of your decor. I'm sliding mine under the couch because if I slide it under the bed, I may never get it out. So I'm keeping this close at hand so I can do a better job at staying active. All right, speaking of staying active, other things we can do at home without making a big production. Nobody wants to go out out when it's cold and icy and snowy. So resistance bands are something great to have at home. One of my college kids is majoring in kinesiology. That's all about making efficient use of your body. He was so excited to see that I had these. They come in 3 different strengths. And by strength, I mean how hard it is to move them back and forth. Because you can use these for anything. This brand with this set also comes with a cool instruction sheet about things to use them on your arms, about where to put them right on your legs. I was walking like a duck because my son told me to with one of these yesterday in the kitchen. Could totally feel it in my butt. So again, it's the little things that make a big difference. Maybe you don't want to invest hundreds into a gym membership, but if you get a yoga mat and you get some resistance bands and you follow a channel of somebody on social media that is helping you through it, we can do so much without having to make a huge life change. Because you know how those huge life changes go. You do them in the beginning of the year, and then by February, we've forgotten all about it. So setting ourselves up for success is kind of what I'm all about this new year. Love these bands. Again, they come with carry cases, and this latex liner keeps it from slipping. I did a lot of reading. I kind of fell into a deep hole for resistance bands last night. Nobody likes those rubber bandy latex ones. Go for fabric with the grippers, and apparently we're gonna have a lot better workout and a lot more success. Okay, I would have never thought I wanted a jump rope in my arsenal, but I loved it as a kid. I saw a young girl going down my neighborhood, skip roping the whole way, and I thought, you know what? I can get bored walking, and I'm just not good at running. I do it for a little bit, and I'm like, this is hard. Well, jump roping is fun, so why not skip rope your way around the block and get your heart rate up? And maybe you do it with intervals. I love this rope. The handles are so smooth. It's adjustable. You push it in to make it short and pull it out to make it longer. I'm only 5'2", so I needed a shorter rope. I was able to adjust it, and it's gonna be easy. And no, I'm not gonna do it in the kitchen. I'll hit the light. But it's something that I thought was a good way to get the heart rate up and just make it a little more fun. And I have a young dog. I'm thinking I can get the dog to chase the rope, and that'll keep me moving. So you gotta do whatever you gotta do. And then once we start all of this workout, you know what you're gonna need. You're gonna need a percussion massager. If you have never tried one of these, they are one of my very favorite things. This one has 7 different power levels, and once you get it going and feel it on your muscles, it is absolutely amazing. I know it's hard to see it on the camera, but obviously it's going to massage back and forth on wherever you are sore. And oh, by the way, this one comes with 10 different attachments and a really cool guide, because I had no idea what all of these are for. Some of them are for your shoulders, some of them are for your knees, one was even for your hands. So again, we're gonna work out, we're gonna take care of our sore muscles, and we're gonna get a nice, healthy start to the new year. So speaking of working out, that is where some of these amazing products can come and help us. Working out, especially if you're not doing it all the time, can lead to sore muscles. So Icy Hot is an iconic brand. It delivers powerful pain relief, and it's a new word to me. It's actually called contrast therapy. So what that means is you ice the pain out fast with a cooling sensation, and then you relax it away with a warming sensation. This is great when you've pushed your muscles to their limits, your joints are sore from activity that might be new to you, and this I really like and how it's being delivered. This is the Icy Hot Pro Pain Relief Massaging Balm, and this is the first of its kind. See how it's got this easy grip design, mess-free relief. So the actual balm itself has 2 different kinds of ingredients. One of them works on the multiple pain receptors, and that's really what kind of targets those aches and pains for us. But it's not just pain relief. This actually moisturizes our skin, and you can really feel it with nourishing cocoa butter and avocado oil. So when I use it, for me, it's a sore elbow these days. If I use it on my elbow, then that elbow ends up soft and hydrated. And at the same time, it's gonna really kind of battle my toughest aches. Now, as a reminder, you wanna always use this product in accordance with its labeling. Look how compact and portable it is. I can throw it in my gym bag, I can throw it in my purse, I can even throw it in my travel carry-on, because you know what happens to me? I'll have a good workout. In fact, I've been lifting weights just recently. About a day and a half later, maybe in the middle of a work day, I'll feel it, but then I don't have this with me. So now you can grab a couple of these. I'm gonna keep one in my car, I'm gonna keep one in my work bag, certainly gonna keep one by my bed at night, and when I need it, I have it. And that's the point of this one being so portable. And it still comes in the more traditional ways you'll remember Icy Hot. I remember when my kids were young and out in the sports fields, we always had a tub of it nearby. This is so easy to use, and then it doesn't get goopy on your fingers either. Icy Hot is part of that B Corp certification as a brand. They're doing good things for society, and this is really neat. Icy Hot has partnered with the Shaquille O'Neal Foundation. They're refurbishing public sports courts for kids that might be in under-resourced communities. Kids sports are one of my things. I'm the mom of 4 boys. They all played sports growing up. I used to joke with people, that's how I kept my sanity, was because I kept them out of the house and I kept them tired. But not every kid has the opportunity to participate in youth sports as many as others do. So anytime a foundation or a big pro athlete can work to help those kids get more access to sports, it is definitely much, much appreciated. So be sure to check out Icy Hot Pro in the carousel. Again, this is the pain relief massaging balm. And what makes this one a little bit new and different is that it does have the handle and the portability. You can just grab it and rub it on wherever you need. It will target those pain receptors, and it is also delivering just a little bit more moisture than you might have expected. And that's certainly a bonus this time of year when all of our skin is dry and certainly a little bit flaky as well. I gotta tell you, it almost makes me sad for my kids when I smell that. It's just kind of a hallmark of sports days for many, many people. So be sure to check out Icy Hot Pro in the carousel. All right, I'm gonna check real quick on the chat here before I show you some other things. Also, of course, part of, nope, let me turn my volume off here. There we go. Part of being active in the new year is about planning ahead and what is happening in your kitchen. So as the mom of 5, I am definitely the chief person in charge of putting food on the table. And wow, when they come home from college, all they do is eat. So I'm trying to think about our healthy eating resolutions a little bit, because I have definitely had way too much fun baking and spoiling the kids while they were home. Look at this planner that I found and put in the carousel. This is the #1 thing I'm gifting to all my girlfriends this week. So you know what meal planning is, obviously, and I try to do it, but then I do it on my phone, and then I forget to make a shopping list, or I do it on a piece of paper at home and I don't have it in my phone when I go to the store. This is all in one. I'm gonna meal plan Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm gonna take the weekend off personally. But then the shopping list for what goes with that plan is absolutely right there next to it as well. So the minute you decide that you're gonna make chicken parm, I know that I'm gonna need to put Italian breadcrumbs on the shopping list, and it happens right away, and then this is all you need. So just anything to make that meal prep, that meal planning a little bit easier, I feel can make us a little more successful in the new year. Plus, this is cute. It's got a magnet. It's gonna stick to my fridge. It's even got a little holder for a pen. And here's what I really don't like: thinking about what I'm going to feed everybody else. So now I can tell kids at home, you decide what's for dinner Wednesday, write it on the meal plan, and then I'll probably go ahead and make the shopping list. So check this out in the carousel. I thought it was something kind of fun to use. I do want to talk about food storage, because that is also something else I really, really love. And this comes from Rubbermaid. If we were to open this cabinet, you would see it is full of these exact containers. This is my go-to meal prep and food storage set. It is called Brilliance by Rubbermaid. They make all sorts of different sizes, shapes, and all of that. And the lids work for every single one. They all have this same base size. Thank you for that, because there's nothing more annoying, as we all know, than searching for the lid that goes with the food storage. So Rubbermaid Brilliance got smart. The set that is linked in the carousel is really kind of more for meal prep. You can put an entree here and a side dish here. So if I meal prep on Sunday, now I can throw this right into the fridge. It's there when I need it, and then it goes right into the microwave. So even though these are plastic, they are BPA free. Truth be told, I have tried to switch to glass storage and glass meal prepping. My kids drop them. They're heavy. They don't go well if I'm on the go. I like that these are BPA free. I like how transportable they are. I prep, I store, I reheat. They are stain and odor resistant. They also don't leak. Again, I got boys. We test everything to the max around here. When you clip the top and somebody picks it up and drops it out of the refrigerator, it doesn't break, it doesn't spill, and they last literally forever. I'm pretty sure I could show you one. In fact, I'll just do it. Look, these are at least 3-4 years old, and they look practically the same. So I do love talking about things that I do use repetitively and the success I've had with them. Food storage is a little bit of an investment. I think you'll like the Rubbermaid brilliance. All right, talking about things I know and love. This is the one I own. I didn't even unbox the one that I got to talk about from Amazon because I know and love it so much. This is the Ninja Blast. This is how you get the smoothie in when you're on the run. I don't like protein shakes unless they're really well blended. I'm really into juices right now, so I can take my spinach and whip it all up. This is a rechargeable on-the-go portable blender. And there's a lot of portable blenders out there, but this one is strong enough to do ice and to do frozen fruit. So what we've got here, you hold the button, it circles until it's ready, and then all you're gonna do is turn it on. Frozen fruit, frozen cherries, keep them, buy them in big bags from the big box store, and then all you're gonna do is dump them in here. Most portable blenders don't do ice and don't do frozen food. So that is the big difference with this one. It is nice and sturdy. It comes with a carry handle, and look at this. Just flip the lid and drink when you're ready to go. Take it apart and put it in the dishwasher. This is an absolute win for anything you want to whip up on the go. So just a few ideas to help you out with maybe some meal planning and keeping your family on the right track. I think the key with keeping your family on the right track is often making it simple, because we get busy and it's just hard to keep on the path that you choose for the new year. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. All right, speaking about keeping on the right path, every single year, my New Year's resolution is to do a better job with my sleep health. We know by now we're supposed to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep as adults. My kids are great at sleeping. They don't have the same kind of stresses and pressures that we do as adults. So what do we do about it? We need to prioritize our sleep health, and that is something that a lot of us maybe aren't doing correctly or just need a little extra help in achieving the goal. So when you struggle with that occasional sleepless or restless night, you know you're not your best self the next day, and that's what's so frustrating. So I make sure that I have Unisom on hand for those nights when it isn't working the way I want it to. Unisom, and this was really important to me, is the #1 doctor recommended over-the-counter sleep aid. And it's just a good way to avoid any kind of sleep disruption. So here's the way it works. You're gonna take a tablet, a caplet, whichever method you choose, they have different options, about 30 minutes before you go to bed, and it's gonna help you fall asleep faster. You know those nights when your mind is racing and you just can't settle down? Unisom helps that. But then it continues on. It helps you stay asleep longer, so you're not waking up 10 times during the night, but you still wake up feeling refreshed. And we all know that that's the most important part. The other most important part is that the active ingredient is non-habit forming antihistamine, and that's what's helping you fall asleep. It is clinically tested and proven effective to help you get the rest you need. And then you wake up feeling ready to take on a new day and a new year. There are a wide range of different Unisom products that can help you. There's tablets, there's gel caps, there's mini capsules. And as a reminder, you're gonna always wanna use this product in accordance with its labeling. So Unisom is also a B Corp brand under Opella North America. If you joined us a little bit later in the stream, we were talking about how important it is to support brands that are supporting a healthy planet and making their products responsibly. Again, that is a certification that shows Opella's commitment to doing things the right way. And as we kind of wonder in our world, how can I as one person make a difference in the world around me? Supporting brands that are B Corp certified is an easy, awesome way to do it, because as you'll notice with these brands, they're brands that you already know and you already love. And I know it's nice to know now that just that little bit I'm doing by being a conscious and educated consumer can make a difference in the world around me. Because guess what? Every little bit helps. And you know what else helps? A good night of sleep. So think about the next time you're tossing and turning, or you're laying there with some kind of stress or anxiety or family worry. As a mom, I always seem to have one of those. When you need a little help falling asleep, 30 minutes before, you'll find a way to get that sleep. Unisom will help you stay asleep, and then you will wake up feeling so much better the next day. So check out Unisom. It is in the carousel. All right, well, once you get your beauty sleep, let's talk about ways to feel and stay beautiful as the day goes on, as the week goes on, as the year goes on. I am not a huge beauty product person, but part of looking good is just knowing that you're doing everything you can for yourself. So here are some really fun products, and oh, by the way, this is not a deals show, but this is on massive deal this week, and I am so intrigued by it. I have used it all week long, and I'm really excited to learn more about all the benefits. This is a facial steamer. It is called the Nano Ionic Facial Steamer. What does that mean? Well, there's a little bit of science behind it. I'm gonna put water in it, and it's kind of like a humidifier. In fact, you can use it as a humidifier in a small closed room. But when you go get a facial, you know how they put that steam literally right up against you? Well, this is what you do at home. It has a temperature control. It releases the gentle steam, but they are negatively charged ionic particles, which the fancy science is it actually opens up your pores a little bit more. So this is a great way to steam, allow the products that we spend a lot of money on to put on our face to sink in and work better. Or if it's a cold, yicky morning in your bathroom, you could use it as a humidifier to release your sinuses. Or, and this was really cool, you could take the top off here and use it as a towel steamer, a towel warmer. And you know how you get that warm, damp towel that you can put on your face? So lots of different options. Major deal this week. So jump on it. I saw it in all the deals pages, and I think it's a great idea. Listen, anything that is warm and cozy and comforting this time of year, I know we are all about. Okay, funny story, and my 20-year-old's gonna be mad, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. We were unpacking, and he was helping me set up last night. I love it when the kids are old enough to pitch in and support mom. He saw the Mighty Patch pimple patches, and he goes, "Can I have a sheet of those?" So this is what everybody is using these days to combat acne. Listen, we all know we all get pimples. Even at my age, I had a pimple last week. Now, I took that as a good sign because that means I still have some oil in my skin. But obviously, it drives my 20-year-olds nuts. So the pimple patch is the newest thing, and the Mighty Patch brand is definitely the most popular. They are clear looking. If you haven't seen them, if this isn't something your kids are into yet or they're just not familiar with them, they look like skin. They're just little, almost Band-Aids, if you will, but they're flesh toned. So two different things. I see a lot of the kids that put them on and go about their day because it is more attractive than a big red zit, let's be honest. And these are trending, the kids know what they are, and it's okay to have a Mighty Patch on. They walk around with them, not a big deal. But the good thing is if you put one on at night, it will then draw out the gunk. I have no better word for it, out of the zit into the Mighty Patch, and it just reduces the swelling and the redness by morning. This is genius. I mean, I did not have great skin as a teenager, even in my 20s. I tried every trick in the book. So if you're part of a family and you know it's heartbreaking when kids get frustrated about their skin, when you get frustrated about your skin, big fan of the Mighty Patch, and this one's now missing a whole sheet because it disappeared upstairs and made a 20-year-old pretty happy. So we'll consider that a win for the day. Check them out in the carousel if it's something that will make your crew happy as well. I feel like I am on par with what I have purchased for myself this year because they all ended up in the carousel as well. This is an ice roller, and there's a lot of different facial rollers out there. But for me, I thought, well, I know that the cooling sensation and the rubbing is good. Why not go a step more and put ice in it? So I'm gonna keep this in the freezer. I'm going to roll upwards on my face because Lord knows gravity's bringing it down all on its own. I want it going up. If I do any type of face treatment and I'm a little bit swollen, this helps. If I want to keep my neck from sagging, and Lord knows I do, I'm gonna rub it up here, but I'm gonna store this in the freezer and it's good to go anytime I have the time. So beauty and wellness, we can always find time. You just have to have the right products so that you can fit it in when you remember to, and keeping things ready to go is kind of what we're all about. So you'll see all those great products and a few more that I didn't have time to talk about in the carousel as well. Part of looking good is definitely feeling good, and that includes all parts of our body, and our digestive health has a lot to do with it. Now, let's be real. Nobody feels good if they're backed up, if they're constipated, if they simply need to go. And we don't talk a lot about it, but I feel like we should, because everybody goes, and everybody knows you're miserable if you're not having a regular system. So There are lots of reasons why things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Maybe it's travel, maybe it's stress, maybe it's a new routine, maybe you ate things all holiday season long that you don't normally eat and you just haven't had the fruits and vegetables you want to. Bottom line is, occasional constipation happens and it makes us feel uncomfortable, but you don't have to suffer. There are things you can do. So this is when I turn to Dulcolax for something very important to me: gentle help. You don't have to be scared to take a laxative, because this has been known to prove effective and, most important, predictable relief. It isn't something where you take it and think, oh no, when is it gonna happen? What's gonna happen? This is a 6 to 12 hour process. So you can plan, and that certainly plans great for the overnight hours. So it is recommended that you take 1 to 3 Dulcolax as a stimulant laxative before bed with a whole glass of water. So essentially what you're doing is you're reactivating the natural rhythms of your gut when you take it at night. Your gut rehabs itself every night anyway, but if it's stuck and nothing's happening, Dulcolax during those night hours is going to help it get moving again. What do I really want to know? What does the doctor say about it? Dulcolax is the #1 doctor-recommended brand for over-the-counter stimulant laxative brands. It is non-habit forming when it's used as directed. And of course, as a reminder for all of the products, we want to use this product in accordance with its labeling. We don't talk a lot about going to the bathroom until it's a problem. But I think what I've learned from learning about Dulcolax and talking to Opella about it is that it doesn't have to be a problem. A lot of the reason many of us are, a little hesitant to maybe take a laxative is because we need to go about our day. We're busy and we don't have time for unplanned events, and especially any type of bathroom emergency. Dulcolax is an overnight laxative that literally works when your body would be rehabbing its gut health anyway. So it is effective, and most important, it is predictable, so you don't have to worry about that unplanned emergency, because that certainly doesn't help anybody. Once again, Dulcolax is part of the Opella North America family, which means it's a B Corp brand. If you didn't hear what I was talking about at the beginning of the show, I learned something crazy important this week that I'm excited to share, and it's the phrase B Corp certification. And it's something that now I'm going to look for when, in fact, there's a big B right here for it, that I'm going to look for on my products. A company that has a B Corp certification, it's really hard to get. It is so well respected, and it means that they have done everything in their power to be responsible environmentally, socially, really not just put out there that they like to do good things, but they actually walk the talk. They do what they can to make sure that we have a great environment and planet. And as a consumer, I can buy these products and support making the planet a better place as well. All right, it is a busy beginning of the new year for so many of us. We certainly want you to have a happy, healthy, and successful new year. Hopefully some of these products will help you out in your medicine cabinet and make you feel your best throughout the year. And hopefully you got a few tips and tricks about fitness, about food planning, about family, about beauty, and just about getting a great start to a new year, enjoying where you are in the world, and enjoying the world around you, because that's a great way and a great attitude to start a new year. So thank you so much for joining us, and I'll see you again soon. Happy New Year.